Thank you for joining me. I am Christian Evans and I want you to have a successful day. Today I will be showing you how to make butternut squash soup. Alrighty, we're making butternut squash soup. Don't worry, I will have the full recipe on my blog, christiansweightsuccess.net, and I will have that linked in the description box. So right now we're going to take the butternut squash. I don't know why I'm knocking on it, like somebody's going to answer back. But we're just going to take a potato peeler and just peel off the outside skin first. You want to make sure you do this first. After this, we are going to cut it in half. If you try to do it the opposite way, like cut it first and then peel it, you're going to have a time at doing that. So I would highly suggest you do this first. So now we have the butternut squash all peeled and we are going to cut it in half. Now when I was doing this, I think I should have did it from the opposite way because I haven't done it in a while. But hey, here we are. So we're just going to cut it right down the middle, and when we split it open, there are going to be some seeds in the bottom part of it. And so what I'm doing right now is just cutting this top off right here and throwing that in the garbage. And we're going to open that up like so, and we are just going to get a spoon and just spoon out the rest of those seeds. Now that all the seeds have been removed, we're just going to lay it flat, cut it in half, and then cut it in half again, and then we're just going to chop it up into chunks. We're going to do the same thing to the other half. We're going to cut it in half and then chop it into chunks. So now we're going to take those butternut squash chunks and lay them on a baking sheet. We're going to lay some aluminum foil down first. Now you may be wondering, what do I need a baking sheet for? Well, we have an oven preheated to 425 degrees that we have heating up, and right now I'm taking some fresh garlic, probably about 5 cloves or so, and just putting them on there. So now we're going to take our other half of our butternut squash and do the same thing like we did with the first half. We're going to cut it into quarters, and then we're just going to just slice them so we can have some chunks. You just want to keep chopping those into little chunk sizes, and we're going to put them on the baking tray. So now we take our fresh red onion and just cut it in half and just slice it like so. We're just going to need some, pretty big size pieces. You don't have to worry about dicing them up. We're just going to set those on top of the butternut squashes. So here's one of the key ingredients, fresh sage. You can never go wrong with fresh sage. This really makes the flavor of this soup, in my opinion. So now I'm going to take some extra virgin olive oil and just drizzle it on top of the butternut squash, onions, and sage. And we also have some coconut oil, and we're going to do the same thing, just drizzle it on top, make sure you got a good covering. So now I'm just going to get some kosher salt, about a teaspoon, and just sprinkle it on top, and that will be it. We're going to make our way over to the oven and set those into the oven for about 30 minutes. Alrighty, 30 minutes are up and they look and smell delicious. So what I'm going to do now is just scoop up all the butternut squash and the onion and the garlic and the sage and put them into my blender. Yes, I am making soup in my Montel Williams Health Master Elite blender. I believe if you have a Vitamix and it has the capabilities to make soup, you can make this recipe in your Vitamix as well. But right now, I have a Montel Williams Health Master Elite, and this is how I'm making my soup. So now that we have everything into the blender, we are going to measure out 1 1/2 cups of vegetable broth and place it in there. You can add an extra half cup if you want your soup a little thinner. We are now going to take 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream and pour that into the blender. We're going to set our blender on high, level 8, for 10 minutes. 10 minutes are up and we have soup. It is piping hot. It only takes 10 minutes in this blender. And I'm just going to pour it in my bowl and have a taste. I love this soup. I want you guys to give this a try. I was actually filming this video as I was live streaming it on Periscope. I want to thank you for taking time out to watch this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, it's each one teach one. Spread love, not war. Speak positivity into your life every day and speak positivity into someone else's life every day. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe to my blog, ChristiansWeightSuccess.net. Thank you and have a successful day.